willpower won't help you achieve your goals. If willpower actually worked, no one would be out of shape, no one would eat junk food, no one would procrastinate. We would not let ourselves down in any area of life where the stakes are high if just try really hard was in any way a useful approach. We'd all be too busy building our dream bodies, dream businesses, and dream lives. Unfortunately, willpower fails us time and time again. Every day, millions of people determine this time is different and tell themselves, I'll try harder, and millions of people fail. But here's a secret. There is actually an easy way to overcome this problem. Something that works far better than willpower, and that thing is environment optimization. To explain how it works, let's look at an example from our good friend Bobby. This is Bobby. He's overweight even though his whole life has been trying to get fit. Despite all the New Year's resolutions, gym memberships and fitness apps he's tried, he never managed to get rid of the dad gut he's had since his first year of college. Now Bobby is in his 30s and his life is in shambles. Not only is he overweight, but he also has no girlfriend, hates his job, and he rarely sees his friends. And his financial situation, well, he prefers not to think about it. Bobby's life is a mess. But let's take it one thing at a time. Let's see if we can help Bobby with that spare tire around his waist. Why is it that willpower doesn't work? Let's take the example of this plate of cookies. See, if Bobby was sitting all day in front of these cookies, what do you think would happen? That's right, you can bet your last penny there wouldn't be any left by the end of the day. Now think about that for a moment. Bobby is a fully grown adult and he can't even resist a cookie. No matter how hard he tries, his willpower will fail him. But what if we approach this problem differently, by changing the environment? What would happen if the cookies were gone? As in, no cookies in sight, no cookies in reach, no cookies to be found anywhere in Bobby's apartment. Right away, no cookies in Bobby's environment means no cookies being eaten. And we can take this even further. What if there were no cookies in the supermarket either? No cookies in the entire city even? What would happen? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Bobby would not eat any cookies and it wouldn't require willpower. In other words, using willpower to resist cookies doesn't work, but changing the environment does work. But let's take this even further. Imagine that we dropped Bobby onto a remote tropical island. The island is called Whole Food Island because on this island there's only healthy whole foods, no processed junk food whatsoever. Picture Bobby waking up on the island. He finds himself in a beautiful little cabin right next to a white sand beach. As he looks around, he discovers that there are no chairs for him to sit on, so he stands and starts walking around. Also, there's no TV in his room, no computer, no phone, no internet access. In fact, the only thing in his room other than his bed is a shelf stacked with interesting books to read. Every day, a friendly chef comes by and prepares for Bobby the most delicious and nutritious meals he's ever had. On the island, there's not much entertainment or distraction to be found in terms of technology. But Bobby can go surfing on the beach, there are loads of outdoor activities he can join, there's a cycling group, yoga classes, dance classes, he can go rock climbing, hiking, camping, you name it. And most nights there's a bonfire on the beach with people making music and dancing. Plus, everyone is friendly and welcoming. And like I said, there's no unhealthy food anywhere on this island. No fast food restaurants, no grocery stores filled with processed foods, no vending machines. What am I describing here? It's a scenario where unhealthy behaviors and temptations are completely removed from Bobby's environment. He would literally have to find transportation off this island and take a multi-hour journey by boat just to find a single candy bar to eat. And at the same time, there is delicious and extremely healthy food available for him easily and for free. And the same is true for activities. He can't just veg out and play video games, but he can do all kinds of fun physical activities. Whole Food Island is environment optimization taken to the extreme. That means that on Whole Food Island, there's maximum friction between Bobby and his bad habits and minimum friction between Bobby and his good habits. And as a result, he would naturally lose weight and get into shape with literally zero willpower required. He would reach goals that most other people struggle with and fail at all their lives, and he could do it with minimal effort. And the same is true for overall life quality as well. Could Bobby remain miserable and lonely on Whole Food Island? Well, he probably could, but it would take a lot of effort. Ultimately, time spent on Whole Food Island leads Bobby to health, happiness, and community. But of course, Whole Food Island is not real, and even if it was, how on earth could Bobby afford to live there? He needs his computer and internet access to earn a living, and that means he's going to spend a lot of time sitting in front of his computer. And because that's stressful and he's always so busy, he needs access to quick and convenient snacks. And because he hates his job, he needs some comfort food like ice cream to make himself feel better. And because he feels stiff and achy from sitting hunched over all day, he needs a comfy couch to sit and relax after work. And this evening, just like every other evening, Bobby won't be leaving his apartment to go out and do something active because he just feels too exhausted for that. So instead, he's going to watch TV until he drags himself to bed. And there he is, right back where he started, stuck in the human zoo. Here's the point. Many of us have a lot in common with Bobby. We think that the reason we're not achieving what we want in life is because we're not trying hard enough, when in reality, it's because our environment is setting us up to fail. For most of us in our current environment, there is little to no friction to doing things that are bad for us and a lot of friction to doing things that are good for us. It's fast and easy to buy junk food, but slow to cook a homemade meal. It's effortless to turn on the TV, but takes a lot of effort to go to the gym. It's easy to talk about your dreams, but hard to take the steps needed to make it happen. You could even say that the environment we live in is the opposite of Whole Food Island. However, we don't have to remain victims to our circumstances. We can choose to make changes to our environment by adding friction to bad habits and removing friction from good habits. And this gives us the leverage needed to take control of our lives, start getting the results we've always wanted, and start building the life that we truly want. Whole Food Island is an idea, not a place. And because of that, any of us can begin to integrate its principles into our lives, regardless of where we live. Our environment is our biggest, most important lever for change, and it may be the only one that really matters. Whole Food Island shows that when you change your environment, you can change your life.